Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Spill Sesh. Today we're doing a recap of this weekend's events and man, were there a lot of things that went down. We're talking about influencers at the Oscars, Will Smith and Chris Rock's Oscar drama, and Doja Cat wanting to quit music after being called out by fans. Let's get into it. So first, let's get into what happened at the Oscars. And before we get into the thing that everybody has been talking about, which is Chris Rock and Will Smith, let's talk about the other thing that people have been talking about, and it is that a ton of influencers attended the Oscars and people were very, very confused as to how they got the invite, especially because there was drama going on with the lead actress in the movie West Side Story not getting invited to the Oscars. And people were really upset with the fact that she wasn't given an invite, yet all of these Instagram influencers who were not in any movies were invited to the event. The Hollywood Reporter did an article titled Oscars Instagram Influencers to Attend Ceremony to Create Behind the Scenes Reels. And basically they said in this that Instagram and Facebook, and I also know that TikTok brought a lot of people as well to the Oscars, were basically hired to promote the Oscars in hopes that they will bring a new audience to watch the show, because honestly not that many people are watching TV anymore. There are so many subscription services and people are watching YouTube videos that not that many people are watching actual cable television anymore. So by bringing influencers to the Oscars, people were hoping that people would tune in and actually watch. So in the article it says, in another move to appeal to younger and broader audiences, the Academy has partnered with Meta, the parent company of Instagram and Facebook, to bring creators to this Sunday's Oscar ceremony to create short-form content on Reels. A total of 12 creators, including Bowman Martinez-Reed, Ricky Thompson, Remy Bader, and Denzel Dion, will attend the Oscars red carpet, the ceremony at the Dolby Theater, and the Governor's Ball to create content for Reels. An additional 11 creators will attend the Oscars pre-show for content that will be shared exclusively on Facebook and Instagram. There were a ton of people. I made a TikTok about it showing you guys just a bunch of people that I personally saw. And honestly, anybody that's hating on these specific influencers for going to the event is so confusing to me, because who would actually turn down an invitation to go to an event like this? Like, take it up with the people inviting them, but to hate on them specifically, if you got invited, you would definitely go. So that's a situation with influencers being at the event. Let's get into what went down with Chris Rock and Will Smith, because some people still don't really know what went down. Some people are still thinking that it was fake, all of this. So this is what went down. Chris Rock, at one point during the Oscars, during the show, the live show, took the stage to present the Oscar for Documentary feature. And right before presenting the award, he made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith being in G.I. Jane because of her shaved head. Will Smith then took the stage to punch Chris Rock in the face. At first, some people thought that this was a staged bit or something, but then they quickly realized that he was being serious, because he went back to his seat and he proceeded to yell, "Keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth." And he fully cursed, and you can't curse on television. So everybody knew after that that things were very, very serious. And the reason why people believe that Will was so upset was because Jada had announced last year that she shaved her head after struggling with alopecia. And so people felt that Chris making a joke about her was upsetting to Will, and that's why he reacted the way that he did. And the whole internet, you guys, blew up after this moment. And the Vanity Fair Oscar party, that usually is the thing going viral after the Oscars, literally was so underwhelming. Like, everybody was just on Twitter talking about the situation from there on out. Like, any live stream that I watched of somebody covering the Oscars, or any live footage that I saw from the red carpet at the after party, all of the comments were like, did you guys see what happened with Will? Did you guys see what happened to Chris? Like, everybody, that was all anybody wanted to know. Will did end up taking home the Oscar for Best Actor for his performance in King Richard, and people felt like he was throwing shade at Chris Rock during his speech, which was very, very emotional. But that is literally what happened at the Oscars. That was the craziness that went down. People will be talking about this moment for years and years and years. This is definitely something that people will not be forgetting. Aside from this, you guys, let's get into what happened with Doja Cat, because wow, this is a lot as well. She is saying that she is not built for this, not built for being famous, doesn't want to do music anymore because of all that went down. So basically last week, Doja was supposed to play at a festival in Paraguay, but it ended up being canceled because there was a major storm and it was not safe to play. Her fans started to get really hurt because they were waiting outside of her hotel for her, hoping that she would come and interact with them because the festival had gotten canceled, and things got really bad when she tweeted this out. There was a storm in Paraguay. The show got canceled. When I left the next morning, there wasn't one person outside the hotel waiting for me. Let that sink in. This had fans pissed because they said that they had been waiting for her outside the hotel days prior. She hadn't interacted with them at all, so they felt really hurt and even more hurt by her saying this. A lot of fans that were there were tweeting out that they were upset because they felt like she didn't care about the other days that they were there, and they didn't want to go back to the hotel because they felt like she just wasn't going to interact with them. Now, before I get into how people were calling out Doja following this whole situation, I will say that there were people defending her on Twitter. People said Doja Cat fans stood outside Doja's hotel finding out that she wants privacy. Forgive me if I've misread the situation, but Doja Cat didn't accuse the Paraguayan fans of not waiting for her. She just said there weren't any still waiting when she left her hotel. Understandable given the storms. I'm struggling to understand why she's catching smoke. So let me get this straight. Y'all tracked down Doja's hotel, camped out there, violating her privacy, yet Doja has to apologize? So apparently Doja Cat hotel she was staying at got leaked, and a bunch of fans pulled up and got angry with her for not wanting to greet them in a place where they weren't even supposed to be, and are now calling her all kinds of slurs. The entitlement is crazy. It gets worse for Doja because following this festival cancellation and going back and forth with fans about her time in Paraguay, a few days later after this canceled festival, she apologized on Twitter for not giving the crowd at Lollapalooza in Brazil a good enough show. She said, "I don't think I gave Brazil a good enough show tonight at all, and I'm sorry for that, but thank you guys for coming out. I effing love you, and thank God we got another show tomorrow. I promise I'll do better." Later, she tweeted out, "Brazil," and someone replied, "Not a single photo being in Paraguay, not a single tweet, not a single Instagram story. You made us empty." Somebody else said, "It's too late to apologize." And Doja replied saying, "I'm not sorry." Somebody quote tweeted this saying, "Doja, you're not going to win this fight against the Paraguayans." She then said, "I moved on. I'm just going to let everybody be mad." Someone said, "It's kind of sad though, because if you handled a situation like this, I can imagine this happening again and again with other countries." Doja replied to this and said, "I'm not taking pictures again with anybody else after this tour." Another said, "Doja, about 4 years ago, you started to achieve fame, and all thanks to TikTok. What happened to your humility, queen? I loved you." She replied and says, "It's gone, and I don't give a F anymore. I effing quit. I can't wait to effing disappear, and I don't need you to believe in me anymore. Everything is dead to me. Music is dead, and I'm a effing fool for ever thinking I was made for this. This is a effing nightmare. Unfollow me." And then tweeted out saying, "This ain't for me, so I'm out. Y'all take care." So clearly Doja was saying she just could not handle the backlash that she was getting from people that felt like she was disrespectful or didn't show enough love and appreciation when she was in Paraguay. She didn't make her fans there feel special at all. But then there's also people that are defending Doja, saying that showing up to her hotel and expecting her to come out and say hi to people when that's an invasion of privacy is just really messed up. So there's a lot of opinions going around regarding this particular situation. Fans obviously have a lot to say about it. Doja obviously had a lot to say about it because she was clapping back at people. So I definitely want to know what you guys think about this particular situation, just because there are so many opinions, people feeling like Doja really messed up here, some people feeling like she shouldn't have clapped back, but then people feeling like she has every right to and that this whole thing is just ridiculous. So let me know your thoughts on this and everything else we talked about today, because holy smokes, like this weekend was absolutely insane. The Oscars was crazy. Influencers at the Oscars had people upset. I mean, there was just so much that went down. So I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.